you notice this? This is the distance between the roof and the floor. So, I just want to illustrate how huge this car is. Look at the front, it's jutting out from the parking spot, and the rear, it is also jutting out. So this car outsizes parking spots like these that can just about fit an S-Class. Alright, it is a huge car. It is also a very, very good looking car. To watch my full walk around and all that is in my previous video where I reviewed the 11-seater version. Right? Cheers. Alright. The third day of driving this car. Now this round I really have an extended experience with the Kia Carnival, and there are a few things that I discovered which during my first stint or during my first review that it wasn't that apparent yet. But after having the opportunity to sit behind and all that, especially in this 7-seater version, or I would say is a 6+1. Technically this is a 6-seater. This is not an Alphard Vellfire replacement. Yeah, there I said it. The first time when I drive the 11-seater version, and knowing that there will be an 8-seater, 7-seater version coming at the price point of what, 260, 270,000, at the back of my head, after having driven the 11-seater version, I was like, it no longer makes sense to buy an Alphard or Vellfire because this handles better, it rides over speed bump better, it corners better, and it has a more torquey, linear engine without the high road tax, and it's gonna be, you're gonna save on fuel because it's diesel. Alright, but now having 3 days of experience in the 8-seater, this is not a replacement for Alphard or Vellfire. It's not what you think. It's not that it's less comfortable, you know, not as whatever. I'm very, very happy driving this car. In fact, it drives... Oof, yeah, that's one thing I love the acceleration. You know, all the chimes and bells and warning dings and dongs and all that of Korean cars are bordering annoying. Like Hyundais and Kias, you open the door, it sings to you, you get up the car, it makes some weird noise, all these things. They really need to research more on how the German premium brands do it. Right, the chimes and all that. Yeah, it could have been done in a more subtle or classier manner, or not so intrusive kind of manner, which they're not. Right? Now, given that this is the highest end version, I mean, as in whatever that is available in Malaysia, this is like the top range with 2 sunroofs instead of a panoramic roof, which is alright, you know, 2 sunroofs, and you get a full dual screen double LCD. So far it feels rather easy to use, and the graphics are clear, you know, concise, and I have no complaints over it. Right, and that's an Alphard next to me. Yeah. So I said just now that this is not a replacement for Alphard Vellfires, but this is a wonderful replacement for the kind of cars like XC90, say for example. I know the XC90 is more handsome, you know, it's more luxurious, it's more brand, more whatever. This is also a very good replacement for cars like BMW X5, or not replacement, maybe a contender, a more superior contender in the fact that in terms of space and practicality, what it offers, or stuff like a Santa Fe. Yeah. I mean, there are obvious things that this is not as luxurious as, you know, the Germans. Like, they will have like really nice material here, Burmester speakers, you know, real leather, real stitching. This is fake leather, fake stitching. All right, and plastics wise, they're more or less the same, as the German makes. Yeah, solidity wise, more or less the same as a Lexus or a BMW or a Volvo, you know. Yeah, seat quality, stitching, everything is right up there. Whatever you see in here is one notch above whatever the Japanese can come up with, including Mazda. Mazda do use really nice materials, nice designs and all that, but Mazda hasn't yet been able to build the kind of absolute solidity when it comes to interior fit and finish. You know, this is German level. Probably not Audi, but definitely BMW or Mercedes-Benz. This is like that level, you know, or Lexus for that matter. All right, I'm very happy with the way they tune the handling and especially suspension, given that this is not some sophisticated air suspension, but in terms of the ride comfort, riding over speed bumps, cornering, everything, right, it beats any air suspension that I have out there. Of course, when I'm cruising on the highway dealing with undulations, I'm sure it doesn't waft like an air suspension does, but look at that. In dealing with speed bumps, dealing with, you know, whatever road imperfections and all that, this car does it really well, really well. It just carpets over them. And given the fact that this car is so huge, I'm surprised it corners very tidily. Okay, corners very tidily. Of course, it doesn't have that sharp, agile turn in like a CX-5 or a CX-8, but you can corner better than the G-Wagon. Yeah, you can corners better than most Land Rovers. Yeah, it's nice. If you have an old X5, this is, I mean, okay, some people may say that, hey, you can't ask someone from a BMW come to a Kia, right? Let me tell you this, people who have been buying multiple BMWs or Mercedes or Porsches, right? Or you have a few like German continental luxury cars, right? Once you are there, you've bought a few, you don't really bother about brand anymore. To people like them or even myself, we don't really care. I have a close friend who runs 2 listed companies. He was dying to get the Kia Carnival. He was like, "Whoa, bro, I love that car, man." Now it's his daily. You know what he sold off when he got the Kia Carnival? He don't need the other cars. He sold off a Mini Countryman, his Boxster, and his Macan, and he got a Kia Carnival. Get a driver. He stops driving, you know. But yeah, he still has an Alphard Vellfire because his Carnival is for his family use, because he needs 2 child seats, he has 2 helpers, and then the wife and himself and the driver. Alright, so he needs a Kia Carnival. For his business needs, he still has his Vellfire and Alphard, which is driven by another driver. And that comes to the point I want to make today. This, I found out over the past 3 days, is not a replacement for Alphard or Vellfire. Let me tell you why. Okay, let's just say I'm the boss and my driver is sitting here. He's here to pick me up. Alright, this seat is all the way back. I don't think I can go any further. Yeah, it's maxed out. Okay, why this is not a replacement for Alphard and Vellfire? Don't mind my attire because I'm the boss, right? I don't need to dress up for my driver to fetch me, right? So he glides the door open. Do you notice this? This is the distance between the roof and the floor. Alright? And I'm doing this. For those of you who own an Alphard and Vellfire, you will know that this is not your posture when you get up to your car. Because the Vellfire or Alphard has a very low floor. Almost, I don't know, half a feet or half a foot lower, or maybe 1 foot lower, man. Probably. Alright, and a taller ceiling. So a lot of people, not my height, okay, I'm 179, 5'11". Most people who own Vellfires, when it was used to fetch their wives or family members, they literally walk into the car, which is something you can't. Alright, that's the first thing. The second thing, can you notice? Okay, this is the maxed out position. Now when I'm seated here, and now I move the, what do you call that, the Ottoman. Yeah. Let me show you again. This is maxed out 100% all the way to the, do you see that? I can't. In an Alphard or Vellfire, I can. Now of course not everybody needs that seat to be in this position every single day. Not everybody. But what I mean is this. These captain seats are in no way equal to that of the Alphard or Vellfire, because this car has an SUV ride height, which gives a lot more practical usage. Alphard Vellfires, you hit the curb easily, you break your bumpers, your splitters and all that, and it's very low riding, alright? And you cross uneven stuffs, it just immediately it shocks into the car, which is not very comfortable. Alright, but this one, in the difference would be, it's an SUV ride height, which you literally have to climb in, and then you're left with very little ceiling to floor room. So put aside the Alphard Vellfire, what I'm experiencing here is a dream for Volvo XC90 family members, X5, Q7, Lexus RX. None of them can provide something like this. None. Alright, so this is not an Alphard Vellfire replacement, but this is a killer for those luxury SUVs. Why? It has the power, it has the fuel consumption, the seats are amazing, fantastic. There are USB ports here, there are controls to move the seats around. Interior build solidity is amazing. There's a sunroof here, there's a sunroof here. I would say this actually kills the luxury SUV, the 5-seater luxury SUV. And it's so easy to accommodate all 3 rows, and the rear bench seats are pretty useful. Alright, then there's another thing that I noticed that none of the reviews out there, none of them has noticed. I will show you later on, but this is roughly the kind of space that I have in my XC90. Probably this, you know. And second row seats a lot higher than the first row, so I get full view. The front passenger totally doesn't obstruct my view at all. So sitting here with my armrest is really comfortable. It's the kind of comfort that, again, the X5s, the XC90s, all of them can't be compared with. Alright, get this. This is a huge single piece window that almost goes all the way down. Almost. I get my own air conditioning controls, and let me adjust it a little bit more so that it's at least more liberal use of space for the rear passengers. Alright, the third row. This one, does it have it? This one as well. So I can do this and this, and you wonder what is it for. Now when you shift the seats in, this one and this one, both you shift in, yes, we're nearer to one another, but the main point is to see this. Underneath this is the wheel well, and if I push it like that, this seat back and this seat wouldn't be able to shift all the way back because it hits the wheel well. However, it provides by moving that side and this one, it gives a really good walkway to go to the back. Now these seats at the back, they are of course baby size. Most European headrests are like that because it needs to do this, and then when you push it all the way up, they are like that, and it always push your head to the front. But Koreans, being Koreans, they're always smarter, very clever. There's a little blind over here, and this third row is proper. It is proper. I get a recline angle that I only get in cars like a Harrier or something. You know, this kind of recline angle is super comfortable. Okay, and I wouldn't call it a three-seater, even though there are 3 sets of seat belts, because it doesn't. No, you can't sit. You can't fit 3 Bobby Angs. No, you just don't. So treat it as a 6-seater, and it's fantastic. Now, of course, the seat back of this is rather reclined, and I like the fact that the left seat has the controls on the right side, and the right seat has the controls on the left side, because by keeping the controls on the inner part of both seats, me as the third row passenger will be able to adjust them as I like, and that's really good. Now this is really comfortable. I just wish this is an armrest, but it's not. I wish it is an armrest so the third row can get like absolute comfort. So I get my own aircon vents, even though I cannot control the temperature, but it's fine. For the 2 rows here, I have cup holders, USB ports, I have my own little glass area to see out, and this third row is really comfortable, lacking an armrest. Alright, so that's the point I want to make today. The Kia Carnival is one of the best cars to buy out there for the price and spec and everything else. And I just want to say this again, I found out it is not a replacement for Alphard Vellfire, because Alphard Vellfire, those who have captain seats, baller. If you did not buy an Alphard Vellfire for its captain seats, you buy it for the 3-row, 7 or 8-seater configuration, then probably yes. Alright, I'm just saying that these 2 captain seats are in no way comparable to Alphard Vellfire captain seats because of the ceiling to floor height. Alright, but overall, if I'm buying an SUV-ish kind of family car, it's definitely this. This is my 2nd time bringing this car. My kids love it. It's so comfortable. They say it's very, very comfortable. The suspension is super comfortable. And be it 3rd row or 2nd row, basically you don't feel like you're a 3rd class citizen here because of how you enter here. It's a dignified manner. Instead of folding this bulky seat, bouncing, folding all the way and squeezing yourself in from there, you come in and then you walk to the back. And by not cutting off the third row passenger with the second row, there is a sense of where you can enter, exit, you know, at will. And then of course the levers to push the two seats in, which allows them to fully recline all the way back, lying down, which is to evade the wheel well. Alright, so this is the review of the Kia Carnival 7-seater configuration, which 6+1. I don't think this is a seat at all, but for kids, yeah. Alright, that's about it. But seven pairs of seat belts as a 7-seater. Alright, cheers. Daddy love this car. Tenang. Is it comfortable?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Who wants to go to school in this car?
No.
Why? I thought you said it's... Oh my god.
I would like this car to go to a holiday only.
A holiday, ah.
Yes.
So I'm in the 7-seater Kia Carnival. So this is the expensive version, but it's not ridiculous. It's about 260-ish thousand. Same engine, same transmission, but as you know, we explained earlier on, the earlier 11 version is 199,000 is because it is classified as a commercial vehicle, given that it has 4 rows. This one only has 3 rows and is classified under passenger cars, so no choice. The taxation ends up this car being 270,000. I just love the mechanism. Look at it. One-handed. If you ride a bike, you cycle and all that, this is like the dream. Amazing. Kia Carnival. You know what? Technically, I only need 2 cars. My BMW 6 Series convertible for my weekend drives, and probably date nights with the wife. And it's a 4-seater convertible, so my kids can ride along. And a Kia Carnival where daily school runs, you know, or our occasional Penang trip, Johor trip, whatever, you know. It is so comfortable, it's so practical, it is so good looking, so luxurious looking. I actually only need these 2 cars, this one and that one. And probably both installment would add up to just be the same as this one. Yeah, but I can't chase Ferraris with a Kia Carnival though.
I love this car so much.
Why do you love this car? Tell me.
Because this car can push the chair up.
It's the first time you ever took your phone and take a picture of a car that you brought back. Can you show me your picture? Can you show me the picture you took? Can you show me the picture? Oh, you love this car. Hmm? You want Daddy to? Oh, you miss it, ah. You want to stand? You want to stand next to the car? Daddy is returning it soon. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So you all want Daddy buy this car?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, Mimi. Yep. I took a picture already. Which one should I sell? In order to buy this, which one should I sell?
I won't throw your car away.
Mm.
And then? Papa got so much car, so I will raise one. So which one? I think the blue car.
Mommy.
I think the white car. That's Papa's favorite car, you dumb piece of.
Sell my white car.
Yeah.
What is Papa's favorite car?
How? Oh, I know. Sell 爷爷's car.
No, sell me.
Then 爷爷 can use that car to bring you all to school.
Sell my kidney stone. Sell my kidney
So, darling, which one? You like 爷爷's car?
I like the car. I like
Okay. So you want daddy to sell 爷爷's car and then change to that one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure 爷爷 wants to drive a huge
When you
car.
给爷爷的车，他就打你屁股。爷爷 will send you even farther than Jesus. He sent you to Mars. Yes.